Hello, everybody out there in Radio Land. We're gonna try something new for the Pet Turtles update this month. So bear with me. This is Pet Turtles. Right here, what you're seeing right here is Adobe Premiere Pro Beta. Uh, this is the movie. All you can see right now. So I do have just a visually. This is the thumbnail. Like this is the opening thumbnail of the movie. But this right here, this is the actual movie, edited in one big, just total mess, a huge mess. I have never liked the look of my timeline in Adobe Premiere with Pet Turtles. This has always been just like a disaster. Um, my great grand, or not my great grandfather, my grandfather is a hoarder, and there is a character in this film who is a hoarder. One character that's kind of like a big blah of a bunch of family stuff. So there's a character in this who's a hoarder. And that's inspired by my grandfather, who is a hoarder. And I think I'm a digital hoarder. I just with files and stuff. I don't want to throw anything out, and so my stuff always looks messy. But the timeline for Pet Turtles has always been like something that's caused me great anxiety because of like how messy it is. This is like the cleanest version that it's ever been. It's for a long time. This has lived in multiple Adobe editing files on across multiple computers. Just the nature of this mess that I've gotten myself into, and it just recently just became untenable. And it recently became untenable, just like how messy my timeline is. But I found also that it was really messy in the audio department. But also, I saw the last two times I watched the movie, and I heard the audio was kind of sucky in some places, and so. And that's the reasons for that are complicated. Uh, we have there's a mix done in 2019, an audio mix, but that doesn't have the ADR that we did, and that doesn't have the melon score. And so I've been kind of like Frankenstein's monstering the 2019 audio mix with the original audio mix with the new stuff that I've been adding in. It's been a mess. And so what I have done is, if you recall, at the beginning of the year, I was watching a lot of Francis Ford Coppola stuff. I was watching a lot of bonus materials on Apocalypse Now and bonus materials on The Godfather. And like for a lot of people, the things that got them into filmmaking are the bonus features on the Lord of the Rings movies. For me, it's the bonus features on the Godfather movies. That's just how I am. But anyway, I was rewatching those at the beginning of the year and really was just like taken with the editor and the sound designer on Apocalypse Now, Walter Murch, and just listening to this guy, and I just think he's brilliant. And so I've been trying to just like apply ideas that he gave me to this audio timeline as I go through and just like take out all the junk, clean it all up. And so I've been applying his principles and his ideas to the audio of Pet Turtles, and it's been March, so I've been calling this Murch Madness. I just so just wanted to show you all. I thought maybe it'd be cool to show you just like what's been happening with Murch Madness. Adobe Premiere they've launched Adobe Premiere Pro Beta, and it is made working with audio so much easier to do. Um, the interface of it is better. I love these little sliders that they give you. I want to undo whatever I just did, and so like Adobe Premiere Pro Beta has been making audio like make sense for me a little bit, and just like it's made the process of like doing audio stuff make a little bit more sense. And so I've been going through and just like finding files I don't need, finding things that have been like out of sync, whatever, getting rid of those, putting in new stuff, sweetening up some stuff. There's some background audio I've got here, like just some nice like background music. Just making everything sound telligible as opposed to intelligible. That's the dream, right? This right here is nutso butso stuff. This and this is gonna get cleaned up. It looks like a little submarine, right? This movie has an antagonist, and that's kind of a pun. But this movie has an antagonist, and I wanted some like uncomfortable music in the background. So I took one of the themes from the melons that they made for us, and I just pitch shifted a whole bunch of them and played them at a bunch of different speeds and everything, just so it sounds like really uncomfortable. Hopefully. So that's that big mess that I made. And then this right here, this is a scene that's been needing something for a long time. And I've been trying to make it happen, and I just realized, like, let's do it. And this is all kind of sound design for a storm. There's a, living in the Midwest, you get these big Midwestern storms. And I thought, like, the main character is contemplative. There's a lot of things brewing right now. And I thought that, like, a literal storm happening in the background and building in the background as he does this action would complement the emotional storm nicely. So I've got this, like, thing right here that, like, when Forrest was here way back when, we had a big storm, and I just happened to catch it, and it got some really good audio for it. There was a while where I referred to myself as a storm chaser. Every storm we had here in Utah, I'd get my microphone out, and so this is like a bunch of different storms put together with some other stuff, and that's all like Walter Murch stuff. I was also thinking of Brother Brian. Earlier in this year, I watched Love and Mercy. So I was thinking about Brian Wilson and the poor guy and what happened to him, but how that guy can hear music. And so I was just trying to think of just like people, audio-wise, who mean a lot to me. Walter Murch and Brian Wilson, and that's what I've been applying to Pet Turtles. That's what I've been doing this month. Murch Madness. The movie is sounding really good. The timeline still looks like shit. But I don't know what I'm doing. I'm self-taught. Editor, and Dan Reuter, who taught audio for non-audio majors, said that audio is armor that is proudly... What is it? He said... ignorance of audio is armor that is proudly worn by film people all around the world. And I said, holy shit. And I said, I don't want to be one of those people. And so I never learned audio the right way. And this is why I pay someone. I'm going to pay someone a lot of money to clean this up and make this telligible. But it's just something that, as I've been going through, like, everything sounds the way it's supposed to be. And I can futz with it in a way that I couldn't do audio stuff previously. And so, like, the loud stuff that's supposed to be loud is loud, and the quiet stuff that's supposed to be quiet is quiet. But also, this is a movie. The credits aren't done. And there's a whole lot of people who've got to get a whole lot of credit. And so the credits are in flux, but it's looking like an hour and 44 minutes. We're trying. At some point in the near future, I'm meeting with the Melons because I've got some stuff in here that is from them that's temp audio, and I'd like to meet with them to make it perm audio. I don't know what's going to happen. They were four human beings that all have families of their own and real life jobs of their own, and I learned from pet turtles that trying to schedule more than one person is a nightmare, and I got to schedule 5 people. So, at some point I meet with them and see that all this audio stuff that I've done checks out, and all this audio stuff that I told you about checks out, and see like what we need from each other to land the planes as far as our respective roles in that go. But I don't know. Those melons. There was a reoccurring theme that plays throughout the movie. There's one here, and there's one. There's one in here somewhere. Anyway, it reoccurs throughout the whole movie, and it's just it adds another character to the movie that we didn't know was there when we were filming it, and it's very cool. But we're trying. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. The person whose life inspired this, we just hit 12 years. 12 years of them no longer being on this plane of existence, and it's hard every year. But we press on. We press on. Anyway, we're trying to make it happen. It's just hard. I bit off way more than I can chew. But we're going to try to make it happen. Whenever Murch Madness is done, which is going to be very soon. I got 2 more shifts of Murch Madness stuff. I got the end of the movie. The last act of this movie is where everything like kind of the snowball is finally like at its biggest, and everything's come together, and that's it's a little tiny like movie inside of a movie. And so that's gonna be a big ordeal, but we're working on it. But once Murch Madness stuff is done, and once the special effect that I'm doing somewhere over here is done, I'm gonna export all this and send it to some very important people along with a giant email. And we're going to see where we can go from there. At some point, I'm going to have to find some money. But we're going to do it. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. I hope this wasn't too boring. I would love to... I wish I could show you some stuff visually, but I don't want to spoil anything. I want this thing is magical, and I want this thing to think that as much magic as possible. And I want to make it special for you whenever you guys see it. Hopefully soon. We're so close. We're super close.